I'm not playing about this reading stuff anymore. If I don't finish this book today, it's over. I'm on chapter 39, page 322 out of 450-ish pages. We're gonna get this done. It's gonna go by super fast. I know it because the writing style is super fast. Everything is quick paced. Last book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I'll be done with the series and I can move on to another book. I've been reading so slow for the past month and a half, 2 months. So I'm excited to finish it. Not like it's bad or anything, but I need that feeling of completing a book. It's been too long. Hey guys, so update. It is 6 or it's almost 7 p.m. It's been a couple hours, but I've finished As Good as Dead. Plain reaction right now because it was coming to that point where I was just skimming it, not as interested, but I was still engaged because the writing is very good to like make me want to know what's gonna happen next, and it's just like very quick pace. I'm gonna give it a 3-star. Me taking a very long time to read this book because of my slump does play a factor in my rating because I just don't really remember what was going on from like the beginning till now. Her and Ravi are actually one of my favorite book couples, and it's not even a romance book. So I'm very excited for the movie or show. I don't know if it's a movie or a show for that to come out this summer. I'm pretty sure. I have no idea. I just saw it. I'm done with the series. Yay. And now I'm going to go on to reading my next book. I'm not gonna start reading right now because me and my mom are gonna make dinner. Then I'll get all cozied up tonight and read. I was gonna read Wild Love by Elsie Silver, but I am really in the mood to read Just for the Summer. I'm gonna take the sticker off and I'm on chapter 3. I started reading it like the day that I got it, which was a couple days ago. And I've had Wild Love just like a couple weeks longer, but I'm like in the mood to read this and I already started this one. So I heard that this book is makes people very emotional is what I heard, because it talks about a little more deeper stuff. This follows Emma and Justin. They both have this curse with themselves going on. After every person that they date, that person ends up finding their soulmate after they date them. They were like, we both have this curse, let's just date each other, we'll break up and then we'll meet our soulmate after. Like it'll cancel out, which obviously they're gonna realize that they're each other's soulmates. Like we know how that's gonna go. But I'm very excited to see how it plays out, and I know that a lot more deeper topics comes up. It says Emma has a toxic mother who comes in the picture again. Justin has to take guardianship over his 3 younger siblings. I think the love language that goes on in this is acts of service. Look how cute the cover is, and tomorrow I'm going to the beach. And I think that'll be so perfect. This book will probably take me like the whole week to read. I'm only on like chapter 3, so I don't have like a lot going on. They have interacted, but online, because they met through Justin's Reddit page. She saw his post and she DM'd him saying that they have the same thing going on. So that's kind of where I'm at. Hello, don't mind me painting my toes. I painted my toes in the last vlog, but one of them got messed up, so. But I showered, just washed my body, and I was listening to the audiobook for Just for the Summer so I can get started with it, because I saw that chapter 3 was really long, so I was like, let me just do the audiobook. I can tell this is already gonna be so freaking sad because she's talking about right now her relationship with her mom and how her mom's just not in the picture. Her best friend, Maddie, her parents, her 2 moms, were Emma's foster parents. It never fell through for them to actually be her parents. Hearing it in the audiobook is more sad. She's like still thinking back and forth about the idea of being with Justin so that their curse can cancel out, but they live in 2 different states. She is going to Hawaii in a couple of weeks. 20 minutes left of this chapter.
That's all I could say about it. This nomad life isn't I was off and had nothing to do, and no. Princess Anna? Princess Emma, he said back. I sat down on the mattress and heard the sound of keys and the click of a bolt lock on the other end of the phone. Then, excited dog noises. Are you with your dog?
It is, I don't even know how long it's been. I think it's been like an hour. I'm on page 107, the beginning of chapter 10. You can tell this book is going pretty well because for me not being able to have pretty good reading experience the past month and a half, this is going pretty well. I've just been sitting on the floor reading this, flying by through it, kicking my feet. I was literally screaming. She decided that she wasn't gonna go to Hawaii with Maddie. She decided, let's go to Minnesota and surprise Justin. And now they're there for 6 weeks. I don't know if I'm gonna continue reading for it tonight. I'm kind of at the part where the mother has showed up. Emma has said that she's not mad at her mom about anything, like she's giving her the benefit of the doubt for everything. It was interesting seeing how when she was talking about that with Justin, Justin wasn't really understanding what she was saying because Justin does not forgive his mom for things. But I was realizing as I was reading it that this book is pretty long. It is 405 pages including the epilogue. I'm hoping that it's not going to be like one of those romance books where I just get so bored and then like I'm reading it for so long. Every romance book sometimes becomes the same repetitive thing. Me being in the mood to read it now, I want to like take it to my advantage and get as much reading done as I can before it's like next week and I'm still reading it and I'm bored of it. So far not bored, just want to see where things go, even though like I can kind of predict where things go in the romance part of it. The thing that's like keeping me engaged is the relationship that they both have with their moms, but it's making me excited to just get back into reading. So thank you, Abby Jimenez, so much. This book, it's getting to that point where he's realizing that he doesn't want it to just be the 4 dates, 1 kiss, and a breakup to break the curse. Like, he wants to be with her. Stuff happened with his mom, and his mom is bye-bye. He is now guardian of his siblings. I think I can tell what the 3rd act breakup is going to be, and I know we all hate the 3rd act breakups, but this seems like it'll be reasonable to have. Like, it's necessary for the story. He's like questioning his relationship with Emma because of the fact that he is going to be super busy with having 3 new kids to take care of. And he says 4 dates, 1 kiss, and a breakup. That's all this would be. And that made me the angriest of all because I knew in my gut that's not what this was supposed to be. And like, they're supposed to kiss because that's what they did with all their past relationships, so they're just trying to do this fake relationship as the same as the others so it can work out. He's like teasing her and not kissing her because he wants to wait for like a special moment. When he's like asking her out on a date or something, or just to go out or whatever, he does like a whole little, it's like a little invitation. Super cute. That's where I'm at. I'm almost reaching halfway. I'm on page 194, chapter 21. So me starting this yesterday, getting this far, shows a lot that this book is really good in my opinion, and helping me get out of my slump, and just like the writing I really like. Like I was saying yesterday, it's like when I lose interest randomly, I'll start forgetting what the plot is and just everything, and that's when I start skimming. So I'm just taking it to my advantage of just reading the book, and it's not like the book is bad or anything, clearly. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's so cute. Oh, that was so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm underlining for the first time. That was also another thing. Like, I noticed I haven't found any quotes or anything in the book so far that was worth underlining, and that also determines for me personally my rating with the book. It's funny how when you find someone you like as much as I liked her, the destination is suddenly wherever they are. Even if there's someplace better, you wouldn't go if they couldn't come. Where's my tabs? Okay, she's literally using the fact that he has kids, his siblings, as a reason to not be with him. Which is like, okay, yeah, I get it, but like, wait, okay, maybe that's understood. I don't know. Maddie is knocking some sense into Emma, saying that Justin is the one and to just not F it up just because of his circumstances. Like, go Maddie. He literally asked her to stay longer. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna wrap up reading for right now. I'm on page 217. Holy crap, I just read more than halfway. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook because I'm gonna go get ready to go to the beach today. I'm gonna get more reading done, so we're gonna listen to that while I get my stuff together. I don't know if you can hear me because it's so wind, but we're at the beach. It's super wind, but it's super pretty. The water is super blue. Reading update, I'm almost done with the book. I have like 120-ish pages left, but we're gonna go get cookies. I haven't read anything because it's so windy. I didn't talk to you guys at all yesterday. The last thing you guys saw was me at the beach. I didn't read anything yesterday. Today's Thursday. But I just finished reading Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I thought this book was gonna take me more than a week to finish, but I finished it in 3 days. Just the last like 7-ish chapters I did do on audiobook because I was doing chores and stuff around the house today. I knew this was an interconnected standalone with Part of Your World and Yours Truly. There was slight mention of the characters from Yours Truly, but the characters from Part of Your World, I did not think that that's what the connection was going to be. It literally, I was shocked to my core. That was like one of my top 10 favorite parts of the book. Like I said before, the third act breakup kind of thing that goes on, I know those parts are really annoying, but it just made sense for the book, so I don't mind it at all. I am going to say, if you are wanting to pick this book up, keep in mind that it does talk a lot more about the relationships with the mother, mainly Emma's mother, a lot more than the romance stuff. It kind of did feel at some part the romance was like a side character, a side plot thing happening than it being a main thing for a romance book. It did lose me a little bit in like the chapters between like chapter 25 to 30, like around there, a little over halfway. So I think my rating for this, even though I just finished this like 5 minutes ago, will be a 4.5 star. Maybe it'll change in the future the more that I think about it, and I think this is my favorite one of hers out of the 3 that I've read. Definitely recommend this. I will also let you guys know if my rating does change to a 5 star. I think the next book that I'm going to read will be Powerful, the novella to Powerless. This follows Peyton, the main character from the first book, her best friend Adina, and her story, because I kind of feel like I need a little fantasy thing going on, something different than a classic romance. This is really short, it's only 220-ish pages, and it'll help me get through my Goodreads goal. I'm gonna start this like right now. This follows Adina's story while Peyton is in the trials. Adina was trying to steal something, and a mysterious man from the market comes to her rescue. Mac's shadowy past and secretive powers set him apart from the other low-level elites of the loot. And as a pair, they team up to see their loved ones before the trial. That'll be pretty fun to read. I've heard good things, but you guys know me with fantasy books. I have a hard time reading them. Reading Powerless wasn't too bad of a fantasy read for me because it was very simple. World building wasn't hard at all. That is your update. It's almost 11 p.m. I finished reading Powerful. I finished it about an hour ago. This was actually really simple to read. I did listen to it on the audiobook while I was doing some other stuff. I wish I can forget the last like 20-30 pages. But it's there. The tension was there between Mac and Adina. And then when he called her Dina, I literally just like... At first I was like, oh my gosh, they just met, why is this happening? The romance is going too fast, but I remembered it's a novella, so it's gonna go by pretty fast. Seeing more of Adina's relationship with Peyton was also really fun and heartwarming to read about. The ending was just... it was there. I can't really talk too much about it, I feel, because it was very quick, easy, straightforward of what was happening. My battery's gonna die. Are you kidding me? Okay. I rated this a 4-star because I loved it. Super simple, loved being back into this world, and I'm very excited for Reckless to come out. Now, I think my next book is going to be Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I haven't finished reading the Chestnut Spring series. I'm on Reckless. This is the 4th book, but I'm not really in the mood to read this, and I feel like it's okay to like go to her next series. But this follows Ford and Rosie. Ford is a billionaire, so it is a billionaire romance. I think this follows Willa from this book, the second book, her brother, and Rosie is somebody's little sister. This is brother's best friend's little sister. It's also a single dad trope. I'll confirm who Rosie is, who her brother is from the Chestnut Spring series. Okay, I just checked, and Rosie's older brother is none of the brothers from the Chestnut Spring series. Rosie's older brother is going to be in the second book. That's his story of the Rose Hill series, so yeah. So I'm very excited. It's one of those like, oh, I can't have her but can't keep my eyes off of her. Rosie's coming back from living in the city, going back to the small town, and I'm gonna read this on my Kindle as well. I don't know how much of this I'm going to talk about in the vlog just because tomorrow is gonna be my last day of filming this. Here is the next read. I probably won't finish it in this vlog. You'll have to stay tuned and subscribe watch my other videos after this to see how I feel about it, because I definitely will talk about it in future videos. It's the next day. I don't have much of an update. I read the first chapter. I fell asleep reading it last night, and then I woke up this morning and I read it, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get started with my day and then I'll continue reading it. I'm about to leave the house to go to the gym, then I'll come back later, try to get some reading done tonight. Not gonna rush myself because I did read a lot this week for not being an active reader. It does say in the back of the book, like I said, it is going to be a single dad trope. He doesn't know that he has a kid, and this girl just comes knocking on his door and is like, yo, you're my dad. That happens in the very first chapter. I'm going to just read as much as I can right now until I leave. I am so grateful that this is dual point of view. Hey guys, it's actually a lot later. It's midnight. Went to the gym and my boyfriend came over and I just did not do any reading even like after he left. I am on chapter 6, so I did get some reading done. It's just kind of setting up the story, so I don't have too much to say other than the fact that it feels like each chapter, like I said, goes back and forth from Ford's point of view to Rosie's point of view, but it feels like so much time like passes in between the two different point of views. 1 second she was working at her corporate job or whatever, and then her next point of view she's back home already. I was like, what? 1 second he's meeting his daughter, and then the next chapter it's been like a couple weeks and they've gotten to know each other just a little bit better. I was just kind of confused with that. I was like getting a little lost. They have interacted a little bit. It is officially the first day of June. I read 3 books in May and it was all the 3 books from this vlog. I'm going to just lay here and read, probably fall asleep reading. Okay, let's do a wrap up of all the books that I read this week. Overall, good reading week for the relationship that I've had with reading. The first book that I finished this week was As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, the 3rd book in a Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I started this book like 2nd week of April and I finished this last week of May. This wasn't my favorite book out of the series. I think my ranking for all the books in the series would be A Good Girl's Guide to Murder first, the 1st book, then the 3rd book, this one, and then the 2nd book, Good Girl Bad Blood. I feel like this dragged on a lot in some parts. The plot twist or whatever didn't even feel like a plot twist. The pacing of the story, the writing, very easy, which kept me engaged into wanting to continue reading this. I just rated it a 3-star, very in the middle, but I did like it a lot better than the 2nd book. And then I picked up reading Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is her newest release. Final rating is going to be a 4.5. I don't think it was a 5-star just because I didn't connect too well with it, but I still nonetheless was enjoying it a lot. For it to be a 4.5, it was very fun. I went through it very fast. I really love Abby Jimenez's writing. I loved the way that she connected the other 2 books within this one. Then I picked up reading Powerful by Lauren Roberts, the novella to Powerless. I rated this a 4-star. Fun to read, getting back into this world, and just straightforward because it is a short book, so it's gonna go very quick. And it came to the point where I was like, if every fantasy book was 220 pages, I'd read it. But no, they have to be really long for the world building, which makes sense. I really like this book and I just really wish the last 20 pages did not exist, but they do. And I knew it was gonna happen because if you read the 1st book, then you know what's gonna happen. I picked up reading Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I've not finished it. I'm on chapter 8, so I'm gonna get more reading of it done today and I'll talk to you guys in another video, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, these are the 4 books that I read this week, technically 3. I'm very proud of myself and this just great spread of books. Getting some new releases done. I'm very excited to continue reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hopefully will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!